Kitchen updates cost tens of thousands of dollars these days. Want to do it a little bit less expensive? This customer had some orangey wood tones in her cabinets, and she has a primitive look throughout her house and wanted to paint her cabinets to match the rest of her house. She also had sort of a pantry that was kind of a closet and had new cabinetry, brand new cabinetry put in there, and also changed her backsplash. And she wanted her new cabinets painted to match what I would be painting her old cabinets. So everything had a cohesive look. So that's exactly what I did for her. So the new cabinets were really shiny white laminate. They were wood, but they had a coating on them that was a heavy laminate. So we had to treat them differently. So I used a bonding primer from Dixie Belle called Slick Stick on them as the first coat. And that helps the paint adhere. So then I lay them all out, and I'm using silk in Sandcastle, chosen by the customer. And then they got a nice detail with some black glaze to give them that primitive look. And there I'm trying on the hardware. But let's back up and go and look a little deeper at the process. So first of all, I lay them all out, and they're all labeled so that we know top or bottom, and then they get a thorough cleaning. So they all get laid out in an order that makes sense. So then I just keep that tag by them as I treat them. But they get cleaned with white lightning, and then they get a scuff sand. A scuff sand is just a simple sanding, usually with a 220 grit sandpaper. It takes down the shine and allows the paint to adhere a little more thoroughly. It really doesn't take long to do this. As you can see, it just takes the gloss off of the cabinets. And then the painting begins. Now, caution, you might need a different primer sometimes when you're painting wood. These in particular are oak. Oak is known to be a bleeder. That means that the tannins in the wood can bleed through the paint. So in the case of oak, sometimes it's a yellow tone. This paint has a primer in it, and we're painting with a yellow tone, so I took my chances. So I did one coat and checked it to make sure that there was no bleed through. And we were okay, so we just proceeded. So I'm using an angled brush, and this one is a zebra brush, and I really like it because it just fits in the palm of my hand, and it's angled and soft bristled, so I'm able to work those bristles in the corners and just let that brush do the work for me. You want to make sure that you don't have any buildup of paint anywhere. So I jam it into those corners, and then I lightly proceed the rest of the way. And I want to make sure that the paint that's in the middle on the long stretches goes all in one direction. And then a second coat is applied in the same manner. I did apply black glaze around the edges and satin clear coat. So here's some before and afters. Take a good look at these and then we'll get some close-ups. But here's how that pantry transformed with the new cabinetry and how everything matches. So you can see the detail with the black glaze that is perfect with her primitive look in the rest of the home. And it just makes a world of difference in this customer's kitchen. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, how about giving it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends? If you haven't subscribed, you'll want to do that so you don't miss anything. Visit us at LaVintageDecor.company, and on Instagram we're LaVintage Decor, and on Facebook we're LaVintage Decor Altoona. Stay well.